Pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora and elsewhere. Friends, today I didn't want to do a video, but I think I have a right to do it. I will ask these questions. Why are we living if we cannot get justice when we are not the one that creating problem to others, and they are the one who offending us using corrupt judges, magistrate, prosecutor, and corrupt police for a few dollars, and corrupt politicians to deny you justice? Then you have a right not to live. We sit and wait on God to answer our call. But yet, for all, there is a passage in the good books. He says, He helped those who help themselves. And if Prophet Muhammad happens to be the messenger, and he went to war, then Allah or God helped him along the way. And Moses, who drunk the Pharaoh and threw the commandment into the hypocrite them face when they couldn't wait on him to get a revelation from God. Which bring me now to Guyana, the illiterate and some of the educated. A few days ago, it's alleged a young man shot his wife because, and I use the word alleged because I wasn't there, pull a knife on him over an argument. According to the news, it's alleged again, he was drunk. He was under the influence of alcohol. A woman who just got a baby, less than a few months. And in every home, domestically, there is arguments. But ladies and gentlemen, I am from Guyana. Some woman's mouth is more worse than the bite. And not all time you can provoke a man and think that you own him and you could say what you like or do what you like, but I wasn't there, but I'm just assuming what take part to make a man who love a woman buy a house, according to information is alleged, take care of her, she get a child for him, and it went haywire. My argument is, any man can kill. Women kill too. We have many cases like that in Guyana. Women poison their husband. Women kill their own child. We have one the other day who was released from prison by a mistake, who's alleged kill her child and put them in a suitcase. Friends, according to law, mistake or no take, once you're sentenced to prison and you'll be released, whether mistake or whatever stake, you're supposed to stay outside. But Guyana does not run by law, dictator system. Dictatorism, racism, and corruption rule the land of Guyana. And it's the two diseases, the Indian descendant and the African descendant. Nevertheless, there's a lot of decent, honorable people on both sides of the fence. I also do a video the other day where I spoke about the way the Indian women treat their husband and what they do. And some woman by the name of Singh says, leave them alone. Friends, I don't think this woman understands. She might be the great-granddaughter of Eve, who didn't even listen to God for not eating the apple, but the tree died when she ate it. I don't know where that tree gone. Coming back to the young man, the news, and ordinary people criticizing the young man. Were you there? I understand, I'm in sympathy for what happened. My condolence goes out to the parents and friends of the young woman, as much as the young man's family and friends, because it should not have happened. But when the nation started to make judgment before a trial, we got problem. Because who killed Father Doc? Who killed Vincent Tika? Who killed Waddle? Who killed Gregory Shaw? And where is Brian Max? When you speak against corrupt politicians, you either die in accident, police tell you, lock you up, beat you, and kill you, and in some case, once you speak out against them, ask Ramjatan and Nagamutu. If you speak out against some politician, they use it against your children, and they got family, There's nothing to live for. If they can do that, we all can do it. From the cradle to the rocking chair, if that is how you all desire it. But when you talk like this, he's threatening, he's a terrorist, you fucking bastards. Y'all are pushing people, and when they fight back, you all call them terrorists. Come on, think. This world, when will it ever be fair? Why you have to interfere with people, especially you Indian business people? Men with little money, you thieving land, bribing magistrate, bribing judge, bribing surveyor, bribing the housing, and all kind of thing. And you expect you can escape it, so help me God, there's a leader coming. I saw on Facebook, Mr. Ali went to some neighborhood, I don't know if it's the Amerindian neighborhood, and maybe he go to shake the hands of somebody, maybe an Amerindian, I don't know. I'm just talking for what I see. And the man maybe refused, or woman refused to shake his hand. And look at how he speak. He stretched his hand and the man refused. Mr. Ali, maybe the man have a reason. You are the great-grandson of India, because you still upkeep your Indian roots, even though you're born in Guyana. And he realized that you all use and abuse his people and take in his land. And he have a right. Now I came from Indian descendant and African and others, but I have to respect who was there before. So therefore you shouldn't blame the man for not shaking your hand when you went to the UN and BBC in England and talk about the Atlantic slave trade and reparation for the black people, but you're right there with the Indians, the native Indian who's Amerindian. What ration she get? What about the Durham in Mackenzie? What was on fire with all of them who get burned to death? Where one minister was accused for it, and why only the Amerindian must be locked up. You all claim, it's alleged, that the young women then going and having romantic moment with police and other people, and yes, you're right. But what about the Indian and the black who are doing it? Y'all locking them up? The people in their own country. But Ali, praise be to Allah, He can soon answer you. No crime that committed by y'all can escape it. I'm not saying you do it. I want you to understand me clearly. Right, Bharat? Who killed Gregory Shaw? Who killed Waddle and why? Who killed Father Dark? And why? You politicians don't like people speak out against y'all when you're wrong. When you can't hurt them, you hurt their family. If not by burning their house, you got to kill them with the ignorant police officers who in uniform were supposed to keep the peace. But you all keep them hungry. And you hooch them like Burnham used to say, the dogs of war. Imagine Burnham called the people in uniform the dogs. What an insult to your mother and the African descendants or Indians. Friends, it's a civilized world now. Like many people are blaming Trump, but they are in America. They are not in Guyana and elsewhere. Then you talk about reparation even though you benefit from the slave trade. Singers, doctors, scientists, pilots, great musicians, soccer player making millions and billions, actors and actresses. What ration you asking for? Then you get ready and you say Adam and Eve was black, Jesus was black, Muhammad was black, God was black. And then you say black people was in Guyana before the Amerindian, they was in China, India, and Europe before those people. Friends, get your bloody act together and come up with this racial division. Same as religion. Which religion is better? Christianity come after Christ, Mohammedanism come after Muhammad, and Hinduism, well, I don't know if it is a theory or whatever, but you call it a religion. But are y'all living the life? I don't believe none of them books tell you how to kill somebody. And if you're a politician and a preacher, and you cannot take criticism, you are not ready to lead nobody. Criticism could be an eye-open and an ear for you to wake up, because no man is 100%. If God can make mistake and wrong the world, why man can't make mistake? My friends, it is very hurtful, sinful, And you have to understand, we are living in this world temporarily. You have to respect me and I have to respect you. But you can arrest a man, accuse him because of a coolie businessman, fighting in the premises in the business. He wasn't there. He drive in and him give the man a cigarette and a coffee and call his wife, Shamin Mohammed, harsh man. And suddenly, Providence Police, black men, the people who talk about slavery, God, if they got children, let them bury them and let them stop it to show them who you are. We are tired calling for you, but you're doing nothing yet. Huh? Y'all better learn from Bashir of Syria, Saddam Hussein, okay, from Iraq. Learn from the Shah of Iran. Learn from the pine-faced man of Panama, Noriega. Learn from Ho Chi Minh, and many more. Many of you hear the word Adolf Hitler. And the Jews only talk about 6 million gas chamber who died, but don't talk about the 200-something million who died during that war. Come on. Then not only that, when innocent people fight back, they are branded as terrorists. They are branded as guerrillas. But when you reflect crime upon them, you be called hero. Who write the book of judgment? Come on, Ali. I think you should know better with the Holy Quran in your hand, my friend. You make Islam look bad. Maybe you're being used. Maybe the power gets into your head. But my argument is, why condemn a man for a crime when you all wasn't there? You don't know what take part in the house. Come on. According to information some news says, it's alleged, the man shot his wife with 12 bullets. According to information from good sources, only 3. But she had a knife attacking him. According to information, it's alleged. We should sympathize with both parents. It shouldn't happen. What about the man on Bartica that burned his wife and 2 children to death because he was a black man? And she's an Amerindian mix. What about the black police who shot the young black boy who snatched his wife's gold chain in a crowd? He should be off the force immediately. A gold chain don't even value 100 US. Or 2. And before you know it, and I'm saying what I'm asked, and he's a police officer. He could have fired a bullet in the air. He could have called upon the people who were standing trying to grab the kid, but he shot him. What about the one in the East Coast? Or somewhere, I think, when the young man there had to rush Pleasance or wherever the station is, ready to destroy it because a young boy was also shot by a police officer. What about the Amerindian during the pandemic that was shot when he was riding his bicycle and no mask on by a police officer? What country y'all are living into? Guyana is not an African nation, nor India is for Guyanese. Who is Guyanese? You Indians still holding on to India when India divided because of Hinduism and Islam. Friends, every crime that was committed against an innocent man, woman, or child, regardless whether you're African descendant, Indian, Chinese, Portuguese, or whatever, somebody know you're going to answer it is only time. Time! Where is your education? I know a man, they commit a crime, the police asked for $1 million to the man, and he wasn't even at the scene. All the camera footage was taken away by the police of Providence. They lock him up. They kidnap him from the registrar, right, Ramshaton? So help me God, you're going to eat your fate. Our hands are clean. Tell me, if the Amerindians support Venezuela or Suriname or Brazil, where y'all going? America would have to come in to help y'all because she's the police of this hemisphere. It was the help of America and England that sent the Jews to Palestine country that today, every day, they're killing. And the people are wrong even though they're defending themselves. But if I could turn back the clock, I would have rather have the Jews in Guyana. Guyana would have developed already. And y'all would have become the laborer because y'all don't think. So for the educated judges, lawyers, politicians, and preachers, God bless y'all who know the truth and want to act on behalf of justice. Okay? David Granger, set free a few prisoners alleged. I don't think he set free any Indian or Amerindian. Come on, Ali. Do your nation a thing instead of celebrating a so-called independence. What the Portuguese had to bring into Guyana. And the same Bok people release some prisoners. Pardon them because plenty of criminals are in Parliament and in the courthouse. But there is a God. When judgment take them and their family, y'all get some people over here. No. So why y'all are putting the young man down when y'all in that house in Diamond? Tell me. Stop. Stop condemning people for a crime but you don't know. Husband and wife just got problem. Some women are very vicious. Some throw hot oil in the husband's face. Some argue for make problem. And if a man loves a woman and catch her cheating, of course he will retaliate. Dogs do it. Lions do it. Birds do it. Man is less. Come on. A lot of ministers and them have been calling in the past from Bornham time when they do the Amerindian women. And another thing, as a black person, call yourself African descendant and slavery. Why the Amerindian got to buy land in his own effing country from black or Indian? Tell me. And still can't get it and got a receipt in their own country. I beg God or Allah, Bhagwan, whoever, to show me before he take me out of this world the plenty of you crawl and eat your filth. Wicked, devious, treacherous hypocrites. Come on. But every crime you all commit, you got family live in Canada. You got them live in America. Some live in Ohio. Some live in Queens. Some live in Toronto, Montreal. Some even live in the Caribbean, Barbados. Friends, don't push the button. You see, I sit here talking to you. The people behind us are very nice. That's why I says, long live Donald Trump. Anybody who stand up to defend the rights of his country and the rights of his people. Not everything they might do is right. Because they're human. So why we have to fight each other? I get to hear Mr. Mohammed who been accused by some young Amerindian woman, but the village can't even identify her, is going to join APNU. Well, Brother Mohammed, I beg you, don't do it. Don't do it. Because all of them in APNU people love to fight, burn and loot. They have no respect for Indian people. But the decent one don't take part in that. Same goes to the decent Indian. But Indian have a chip on their shoulder for what happened to them in the 60s and what happened to them under Burnham time, not white. All right? A lot of advantage take the Indian and Amerindian and other races. Okay? But every crime that was committed, somebody got your name. Money talk, bullshit walk. The same thing you all could do, other people can do it. And if God can go to war, and he named God, man got willing to go to war. Adolf Hitler is branded in the Jewish home as a major criminal. But Netanyahu is called a hero. Israel. Think of America, 2 bombs in Japan because Japan messed with them in Pearl Harbor. Vietnam and many more, but I love America. They're still open-minded and open the border to the less fortunate. Well, let's work together for humanity and stop passing judgment on people until you get the facts. Your politicians are the biggest criminals with those corrupt businessmen. That is why I call upon Donald J. Trump to start to talk to Mr. Ali in Guyana and take the Essequibo Coast, what Venezuela want, so they can be there and have a base. And from there, Guyana can go forward. And if Ali is doing good, it's our duty to support him. If he's doing wrong, it's our duty to oppose him. But that doesn't mean fighting, beating innocent people, burning house, burning car. But you the black people love to do that. Okay? Clean up your act, man. Let's unite and make the future be great. If Ali doing good, let's support him. But if he's wrong, he's wrong. Too wrong don't be right, they say. But I ain't scratch you, don't scratch me. We all want justice. So stop pass judgment on the young man and let the court decide. You are not the judge. Why are you condemning the man? Were you there? Anyhow, I'm going to end this for now. But I feel and I'm in sympathy with both parents. The loss of the young woman and the problem the young man is going through. All right? So my friends, let's unite, put Guyana forward, stop the fighting between the two major races, and let's form a national front government and unite the people and open up the borders to the less fortunate from Africa to India, the Caribbean, and let's make laws. No religious conflict, no racism. Thank you, and may God be with all of you, nothing personal.